If there's one story that taught me what impatience can destroy, it's the story of Emeka and his two wives. I lived 2 compounds away from him in Oba, a quiet town in Anambra where people's lives are community business. You could sneeze in your house and someone in the next compound will say, "Bless you." Emeka was one of those men everyone respected. Tall, dark, with a voice that carried authority. He was a church man, sang in the choir, chaired community meetings, even organized youth fellowships. And he had a wife that everyone admired, Ngozi, a soft-spoken woman with eyes that carried peace. When they got married, people said they were a match made in heaven. I still remember the wedding day, the way Emeka looked at her, like she was gold wrapped in light. They struggled in the early years, but everyone could see love in that house. They prayed together every morning, went to church together every Sunday, and even shared one plate of food during family gatherings. But time has a way of testing love. 3 years passed after the wedding, and Ngozi still hadn't conceived. In a place like ours, where every child is considered proof of womanhood, the whispers started, first from the market women, then the aunties, then finally from Emeka's own mother. "Emeka, are you sure this woman is a real woman?" his mother asked one evening, her voice loud enough for the whole street to hear. "All these Lagos girls you people bring home, who knows what they have done to their wombs?" At first, Emeka defended Ngozi. He said, "Mama, leave her. God will do it in his time." But months became years, and the patience began to wear thin. I started to notice changes in him. The way he no longer greeted her in public, how he left for work without saying goodbye. Ngozi tried everything: fasting, anointing oil, herbal mixtures from the village, even hospital tests. The doctor said both of them were fine, but villagers don't understand science the way we understand gossip. They said she had eaten her children in the spirit. Then came the second wife. Her name was Amara, a young woman from the next town. Pretty, loud, confident. The kind of woman who walked into a room and made sure everyone noticed. They said she met Emeka at his cousin's wedding, and from that day, peace began to leak from his home like water from a cracked pot. Emeka didn't even hide it for long. One day, we saw him drive into the compound with Amara sitting in the passenger seat, her headscarf tied high like a queen. He introduced her to us casually. "My people, meet Amara, my new wife." I still remember the way Ngozi looked that day. She didn't cry, she didn't shout. She just stood there, her hands shaking as she held the broom she had been using. That silence, it broke something in the air. From that day, Emeka changed completely. He moved into the new flat he built behind the compound and left Ngozi in the old one. He stopped eating her food, stopped giving her money, started insulting her in front of visitors. "Useless woman," he would shout. "Do you think marriage is for decoration? Look at Amara, 1 month and she's already pregnant. You, 6 years and nothing." Ngozi would quietly walk away, sometimes into the backyard to cry, where no one could see her. I used to hear her prayers at night, her voice low but heavy. "God, if I have offended you, forgive me. Give me peace." even if you don't give me a child. When Amara gave birth to a baby boy, the village celebrated, drums rolled, wine flowed, people danced, but what they didn't see was how darkness began to settle in Emeka's home. Amara became the new madam of the house, and she knew it. She controlled everything: money, food, visitors, even Emeka's mother, who once ruled the home, now took orders from her because of the grandchild. Amara had beauty, yes, but peace was not in her heart. She was fiery, quick to anger, and proud. Every small thing became a fight. If Ngozi fetched water, she would say, "Who asked you to touch that bucket? Are you trying to poison my child?" If Ngozi washed clothes, she would scatter them, saying, "You want to do jazz on my husband's shirt, abi?" I saw Ngozi fade slowly, like a candle burning to its end. Her eyes lost their shine. Her body grew thin, but she never left. Maybe she was waiting for a miracle. Maybe she was just holding on to her vows. Emeka, meanwhile, was living in the kind of confusion that only men in polygamous homes understand. Amara's beauty started to fade in his eyes once her temper grew sharper. She insulted him publicly, questioned his decisions, and even slapped his younger sister once during an argument. The same people who once hailed him for finally marrying a real woman now started whispering again, "Emeka, your new wife don dey control you oo. Dat woman no get respect." But pride is heavy stone to carry. Even when he saw the truth, he refused to admit it. He told himself he was the man of the house, but everyone could see the man had lost control.